Happening tomorrow, Nebraska lawmakers could pass a bill making it more affordable for your student to attend a trade school.
First Alert 6's Philip Katafimo shares how this bill would help.
Demara Bruce owns Fulton Homes Education Center in Millard. They're an accredited post-secondary school providing training in the healthcare industry. Since the pandemic, Demara says the need for certified healthcare workers is growing.
A lot of people are getting older, so healthcare workers are really tremendous right now. Home healthcare, hospitals, especially like geriatrics working in long-term care and stuff like that.
Nebraska State Treasurer Joey Spellerberg is optimistic LB 748 can help fill a crucial need for skilled labor in the state.
These are jobs that are needed in Nebraska, and to be able to expand 529 to use those funds for those types of educational purposes, it's just great.
If passed, 748 would match federal changes to 529 plans by raising the amount you can use per year from $10,000 to $20,000 for K through 12 education. It would also allow for that money to be used for trade schools.
Again, it's not just a four-year university, it's not just a community college now. It's looking at what the future workforce looks like in Nebraska and making sure that, those dollars that you save can be used to fill the jobs that we have.
It's something that will help Fulton Homes Education Center get more students through their programs.
Because that short-term education that we were talking about will really help people, especially now, if they have bills and stuff like that, they can come and get their certifications and get out there and start to work.
Demara is not the only healthcare professional excited for what LB 748 can provide. Denise McGill owns Quality Career Pathways. They also focus on medical certifications. She believes this bill is a great step in getting more people certified.
And what LB 748 does is a great way for people to figure out through a certificate if this is the career path they want to go before they continue to invest more and commit more financially.
Reporting in Omaha, I'm Philip Katafimo, First Alert 6.
LB 748 will hit the legislative floor for a final reading tomorrow morning. That's when a vote will take place following the debate.